Alrighty, hey guys, Stan the Man here. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing something a bit quite different. So, as you guys know, we are on the road to WrestleMania 41. And as of this video, we are 20 days away from WrestleMania 41. So, I wanted to basically do like a WrestleMania 41 countdown. So, we have 20 days until it, so I figured I am going to review the last 20 WrestleManias that happened. So, WrestleMania 20 all the way up to WrestleMania 40. Now, the reason I'm doing 20 to 40, I know people would be like, well, why wouldn't you do 20 to WrestleMania 1? Well, honestly, I know a bit about that, but I don't know all those matches as good as I did WrestleMania 20 to 40, and that's more of my era anyway. I started watching in the Ruthless Aggression era. So, I thought it would just be fun reviewing some of these historical WrestleManias and just, taking kind of a blast to the past kind of thing, going down old memory lane. So, yeah, without any further ado, guys, we're going to be getting into WrestleMania 20, which took place at Madison Square Garden in 2004. So, yeah, I'm not going to get into, like, every little tiny match, just the ones that really stand out, and the ones that, really made the show what it was. So, yeah, let's get right into the first match. Now, we have Kane versus The Undertaker. Now, yes, these two had a match at WrestleMania 14 with each other, but that's when it was still Darkness Undertaker, but it was Masked Kane, and pretty much Kane dominated the entire match. Undertaker did end up getting the win, but so what led to this basically is in 2004, Undertaker was going against Vince McMahon in a Buried Alive match, and that's when Undertaker was still American Badass Undertaker, but Kane came out, interfered, chokeslam Taker into the grave, and Undertaker lost, Buried Alive, and then he returned at WrestleMania the Dead Man once again. He came back, and this was total opposite. Undertaker beat the shit out of Kane this time, but it's different. Just bald Kane, that's a total different character in a way. And Undertaker, the newer Undertaker version of that time was just way newer and better, and it was nice to see Taker come back and get his retribution. And honestly, Undertaker from 2004 to 2010, I think that is some of his best dead man stuff he's ever done. Okay, this next match, this isn't really for any good reason, but we have the infamous Goldberg against Brock Lesnar. Now, basically, it was known that these two guys were leaving after WrestleMania. Like, they were leaving the company. This was their last match. So, they didn't give a shit. So, neither did anybody in Madison Square Garden. They were booed out of the building, Lesnar flipping off the crowd. Nobody gave a shit because they didn't give a shit. And what's even funny is Stone Cold Steve Austin was the special ref, but even that didn't do anything. It's like when Roman Reigns won the Royal Rumble in 2015 and they had The Rock return. It still didn't make a difference. No one gave a damn about the match whatsoever. Okay, up next we have Eddie Guerrero versus Kurt Angle. Now, this is when, at No Way Out the month before, Eddie Guerrero beat Brock Lesnar in a historic match. You look at it, it's one of the most emotional matches ever. He was defending his title, WWE Championship, against Kurt Angle, and man, was it a freaking classic. You guys, those two guys are two of the best wrestlers to ever do it, ever, in the entire world. And, these guys just absolutely burned the house down. Kurt Angle's so explosive. Eddie Guerrero with his sneaky cheating ways, his high flying. It was definitely just a match to remember, and it's very emotional nowadays since, it's crazy. Eddie Guerrero died We're in 2025. He died frickin' 20 years ago. Like, that's really crazy even saying it. But then next, the main event of WrestleMania 20, which was also very emotional, and it's hard to talk about nowadays. We have the world champion Triple H taking on the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels and Chris Benoit. Now, Michaels and Triple H, they were having a really crazy rivalry up through that point. You look 2002 SummerSlam, and just the 2 years, they just went back and forth with each other so many times. So that led to it, and Chris Benoit won the 2004 Royal Rumble. I remember he was put the Big Show in a guillotine for like 5 minutes to eliminate him and get him out of the ropes. But anyways, we make it to that match. Again, that match was just such a show stealer. Shawn Michaels and Chris Benoit, definitely two of the best gifted wrestlers in the ring. And honestly, Triple H is my favorite wrestler. He ain't very far behind them. Michaels and Triple H have so much chemistry. And then you put the realest wrestler, Chris Benoit, in the ring with them. Triple threat. It was just amazing. And Benoit ended up getting the tap-out victory over Triple H, defeating him for the championship. And Chris Benoit's, best friend, Eddie Guerrero, came out. And just the two of them were hugging and crying, celebrating with their titles in the ring. It was just, even if you watch it now, all these years later, it's still just as emotional. And, it also really sucks, all the Chris Benoit tragedy with him killing his family and himself, it really sucks. You can't take away what he did in the ring, but it's just hard to look past what he did. That's why that WrestleMania is not even one very talked about anymore, because, Benoit's in the main event. So, it's just a weird one. They haven't really shown much of it on TV ever since. And, that was all the way back in 2007. But, either way, WrestleMania 20 is definitely one of the most memorable ones. Anything they have in Madison Square Garden, just, they make it feel that much more special and bigger, and rightfully so. Madison Square Garden is the staple of WWE. That arena itself is really what made the WWE as big as it is today. But, yeah, guys, that's going to be it for this WrestleMania. Comment down below what your favorite matches and moments were from this show. And, yeah, guys, I guess that's really going to be it. This is day 20. I'm going to be going all the way to WrestleMania 40. So, definitely check those out. If you guys like this video, you know what to do. And, yeah, guys, I will see you guys in the next video.